All right, this is part two. I apologize. The last 15 minutes have been an issue because Zoom's been kicking me out quite a bit. So we will continue. All right, where we were. Let's bring this back up. We were just talking about this, and what I need to do is it comes down to, here's the object. All right, that's the size of the object. Now, if I take this one, all right, so this box is the object size. That's the size of it. But if I add a margin around it, that's outside the size. Now, by adding padding, what that does is if you have two objects that you can't really add space to because it'll throw things off, you add space inside of it. And the object itself gets a little smaller, all right? But by doing so, the object size stays the same, but the actual photo or whatever gets smaller. All right, so this is where we have basically the outside. So it's set the same, the margins, and all I adjusted was the padding. All right. If I change the margins, this gets larger around the left top side, bottom. All right. Same with padding though. It does the same thing. All right, now, that being said, let's see on the notes where I was. Sorry about that. All right, that's the float we were talking about. Yeah, the sidebar content, the float. So the border and the padding and the margin. The border, size of the border will change that. Okay, it'll change it slightly. So let's go back. Bring that up for a second. If I change the border size of this, you can see how I start to lose spacing here. So we're going to change that to 10. I know that's an exaggeration, but you can see how we say it lost spacing here, right? Some of that spacing is now gone. There's the object and the size, and the border's now taken some of that away. Okay, so if we were doing external CSS, which we always do, the external CSS is noted I don't want my Dreamweaver back. There we go. External CSS is up here in the header. We link to it right there. Really? What did I just do? There we go. So we link to it right here. All right. It's always in the header. Even internal CSS is in the header, as you can see. I added that up there just to change the color. Boy, is that bad. All right, so what we've discussed then mainly is a lot of the CSS, how to put it in. We've gone over a lot of the terms. Again, we've gone over the, come on, let me control you. There we go. Let's close that. There we go. And bring back up Dreamweaver. There we go. All right, so let's bring it back up. So we've discussed, like, if I want CSS Designer, adding this, for example, the width is 33%. This graphic is the image off of the right article, container right article. So let's go to right. There's the left article, right article, container right article. All right. Now, if I were to adjust that, let's see what's in there. There's 0 and 0. So we're going to put 10%. Notice it didn't really affect it. But the problem is I'm on this one. Okay. So if I come to here, look what I just affected. Right? So it'll affect one size, not the other. So the CSS adjusts at the breakpoints of what you're adjusting for. All right. Next, let's see. As you can see, again, we have a starting point and an end point. Okay. Now I want to, let's say I want to add and adjust one of those. I don't know, we're not going to get into that. The CSS, the internal CSS. All right, so the meta links we've talked about, and we've even created, let's bring up. Come on, there we go. We've even created a meta links library. Well, actually, I didn't. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, so the meta links, we're going to take those, come over to snippets, and my code. I called it megadata. So we're going to add meta links. So click plus, and this is meta information. All right, so now I can add the meta information anytime I want. We're going to delete that because I named it wrong. All right, now, so the meta information. So what I want to do is I'm going to go over, I'm going to change just to show you how this works. Because like I said earlier, my website has no metadata at all. It's got a little, but nothing that's going to get it anywhere, right? So let's go here. 16, starting at 16, go to my snippets, double click, and now it's in there. Now let's look for duplicates. Okay, so the UTF-8, 16's a duplicate, gone. Seventeen's a duplicate, gone. Now let's see, 17's a duplicate again. All right, duplicate's gone. So now I've just added that to my web page. Remember, you have to add that to every web page, but I need to also go back and make this my comments. Remember, we tied it into this website last week. So now I need to adjust it and start making my own reports. All right. So that's something to watch for as you guys are out there. Now, so, all right, save it. The index, go back to my files, portfolio. Gonna have to do the same thing. So I'm going to take all the meta out and just use this. So as you see, that was all duplicate, right? All right, why didn't it add it? Let's try that one more time. All right. All right, there we are. Starting at line 13, double click it. And there we go. Now we have it all in there. But there is an issue here. Actually, there's not. I already have it all tied in. All right, so then we close the portfolio and save it. And again, like I said, I'm going to have to go back and clean out the CSS and put my words in. But at least this is how you start to create your own little library, okay? Your own little library of code. All right, so we're going to delete that. There we go. And close it. All right, so that's how you do that. That's how you create your own little code data, your own little library over here. So now I have my forms meta tags, where if I double click it, let's go down here, edit, and this is what I have for that. Notice it's a little different for the form, for the contact forms. Minimum, that sets it up. That's all that information we did yesterday, okay? So, yep, done. All right, so now we've gone over all that. If you have any questions, please contact me. And I apologize for having to break the video up. I don't know why it's kicked me out a couple times. But we have it taken care of. There we go. All right, so I will get these posted. See you out this week, and I look forward to seeing your information. Thank you. Have a good day.